Hello everyone, this is Drew with Drew Drives at Grubbs Acura in Grapevine, Texas, and today let's go for a drive in the 2024 Acura ZDX all-wheel drive. I have a video on the rear-wheel drive and the Type S, and the all-wheel, and now I'm getting one on the all-wheel drive, which is the middle ZDX trim. The all-wheel drive is 490 horsepower, which is interesting because the Type S is 499. So this does have like a lot more horsepower than the rear-wheel drive does, and basically almost as much as the Type S. You have the Google integrated system right there. This all-wheel drive gets 304 miles of range approximately, and you also have a touchscreen that you can use right here. Very easy. You have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wireless. Very easy to use. This infotainment. It's and you have the Google Maps right in front of you, as I said, which is really nice. And there's your gauge. There's your gauge right there. It's like it looks like a little globe or something. You have a wireless charging tray right there, and you have a place to put your phone and other items, I guess, over there. So here's your storage. You have the Bang & Olufsen sound system in this model. The steering wheel's nice and thick. This is the red exterior. You have your charging door over there. Daytime running lights are on right now, as you can see that. You have the I guess a modified diamond pentagon grill. It's not really a grill, it just looks like a kind of looks like a grill, I guess. You have a white line. You have the border around the grill lights up, which is kind of nice. Here are your rear seats. And here's your storage space in the trunk. You can fit a good amount of stuff back there, and you can also fold down the seats too if needed. The MSRP on this vehicle is $70,450 on the window sticker. Acura is running some pretty good deals and lease specials on the ZDX, so if you're interested in the ZDX now, you could get a pretty good deal on it if you want to lease it. Put it in sport mode. Of course, I mean, the ZDX is Acura's first electric vehicle, and it is in partnership with General Motors. It's basically the Cadillac Lyriq. It's just a sportier version of the Lyriq, as that one's very luxurious. And yeah, this infotainment's it's like a General Motors infotainment. GM infotainment. You're probably pretty familiar with it. But it's really easy to use. I really like this infotainment. And then the Type S comes with the Acura Watch 360 Plus, which is basically Cadillac Super Cruise, where it has a bar on the top, just direct, like to show you the autonomous driving feature. And it'll also have like a little camera to track your eyes on the steering column. It's pretty smooth. I have like the regen braking is on right now, and it's pretty aggressive. More so for like one pedal driving. You just have to get used to it. It's pretty aggressive right now in order to save the charge. I really like the thick steering wheel. It feels great. And you have a regen paddle on the left. And you can also access Google Maps directly from the infotainment, which is great. Yeah, the all-wheel drive is definitely a lot quicker than the rear-wheel drive. When you just put your foot to the floor. Yeah, I love that. Google Maps is my favorite map provider. I prefer it over Apple Maps or Waze, so I really love this integration. I can just put my directions in right there and then see where to go right ahead of me, which is great. I believe that this one does not have a head-up display. The Type S will have a head-up display, if I remember correctly. You do have adaptive cruise lane keeping assist in this model, even though you don't have the full self-driving capability, basically full self-driving capability that you'd find on the Type S model. On the outside of the vehicle, there's no way to tell. The only way you can tell between the base and the like the base rear-wheel drive and this one is just a little all-wheel drive badge. Yeah, this picks up speed pretty quick. And the thing which is nice about the ZDX is that it doesn't, like, it blends in. It doesn't scream the fact that it's an EV or have weird styling with like ugly wheels or anything like that to make it look like an EV. It looks like a regular Acura SUV, except the fact that it's electric. I mean, obviously the Diamond Pentagon grille is not a real grille. It's just like on the front, but most people probably wouldn't notice that. Most people would probably be surprised that this is an EV, which is a good thing. I like when electric vehicles don't have strange styling to make them look electric. It doesn't make any sense to me. Just make it look normal, and then it just happens to be electric. That's the way I like it, personally. Yeah, when you put your foot down pretty quick in the sport mode, it definitely picks up speed, which is nice. I'm gonna try this in normal mode. I mean, acceleration probably would be pretty much the same. Wouldn't be all that different. But yeah, overall impressions, pretty smooth ride. It's definitely a really heavy SUV. You can feel the weight as you pull it along the road, but I think the all-wheel drive is a good, if you're gonna get a ZDX, the all-wheel drive is a pretty good option because you get basically 9 less horsepower than the Type S. If you don't want to spend the extra money for a Type S, it don't need like the giant brakes and all that stuff and the sportier look. And that Type S also has an air suspension, this one does not. And if you want more power than the rear-wheel drive, the rear-wheel drive obviously has the most aggressive lease, as you would probably find online, advertised online, but you could get a pretty good deal on the all-wheel drive as well. So the all-wheel drive is a pretty good choice if you're looking to get into a ZDX. But anyways, that is about it. Thanks as always for watching another video of Drew Drives. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Be sure to check out the link to Grubbs Acura and Grubbs Family Dealerships in the description below if you'd like to shop for the 2024 Acura ZDX.